One of my mentors, John Maxwell, shares that if you are the best in the class, if you are the best in the room, you're probably in the wrong room. And why he says that is because he believes that if we are the best in club, gathering, group, we are not learning, we're not challenged, right? If we are the one having all the answers, if you're the person having all the answers in your family, in your team, in your company, you're probably not challenged, right? People come to you for answers. People do not challenge you. And if you're not challenged, you don't grow. So if you are in the class or in a room where you are the expert, you are the best one, I challenge you to go play with bigger players. Go in a bigger room. Go in a room where you get challenged, where you are challenged by other people, because that's the only way you can grow. Now, there is a challenge there because we are never good for the next room. So here is kind of the tension between you being comfortable in being the best in the room. You don't need to improve, you don't need to develop, you don't need to study, you don't need to learn. And you going into another room where you know you're not good enough for that room, and you need to learn and you need to develop. And you need to acknowledge that we are never good enough for the next room or for the next class. But we need to go into the next class to get better, right? So is this kind of challenging, this dichotomy where in some areas of our lives we want to be where we are because we're comfortable, we don't need to change anything. And on the other side, we know that if we stay where we are, we're not growing. So if you are that person, you are the go-to person in your community, in your family, in your team, in your company, I challenge you to find a bigger room, to find a bigger company, to find a bigger audience where you get challenged, where you're not good enough, where you need to improve, because that will make you grow, and that will make you improve. And only by doing that, you can become the best version of yourself. I hope this is intriguing, and I hope it sparks some thoughts there, and I hope you would at least consider, if you are on the fence to go to your next step, to your next room, to your next company, to your next job, to your next business. If you are on the fence to do that, I encourage you to do it, because you will never be good enough for that before you went there, right? There is no chance for you to get good enough at, doing videos if you don't start doing videos. Now, we all are average or way below average when we start something. No one has done anything great from the beginning. It applies to everything in our life. You have never learned something new and you are really good from the beginning. I mean, I love cooking, but I never been, doing one dish very well from the first. Even if I follow the recipe, step by step, and I do everything they say there, it's still not very good. But the more I do it, the better I get. But how can I do better? By doing it. So if you are on the fence to take your next step, to go to a higher level, do it. Don't wait to be good enough for that, because you will never be good enough before you start doing and you go into that room. And on the other side, if you are the best in your class, if you are the best in your room, if you are the best in your company, I challenge you to go to a place where you're challenged, because you're not growing. It might be comfortable, but you're not growing. And sooner or later, someone else in the same room is growing, is challenged. And it will take your place. And you will not be the best in that room. So make sure you don't stay too long there. Move on and take the next step. It's needed. You need it. You own it to yourself. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.